Dear diarrhea, diarrhea full of shit. Just play along, me, myself, and I, and no one else. Yo, I'm so legit. Just saw a couple previews or whatever. One was like 4.5 minutes. One was 1 minute. The other one was like 2 minutes. For a movie, it sounds like there's at least two. The first one is called Dune, Dune, Sand Dune, according to the background. And the other one is Dune 2. And the thumbnail caught my eye. It was like this big something spice harvester thing. And the other one was worm attack. And the other one was riding a sandworm. And so I clicked on that, and I noticed that it's got your boy in it, the one that you had a crush on. You had a big like poster of him at one time, like framed. It wasn't just a poster in your room, and it was like a 4x6 poster, frame picture. I don't know if you still got that. I'm not sure if Milo is aware of that or what, but what was his name? Timothy Chalamet or something like that. The sissy boy. He was in the TV show The King, or maybe it was a movie. I don't know. But he's got that fresh-faced, boyish look, build. He looks short. He looks thin and frail and all that. I mean, I'm on the shorter side of things, but I'm somewhat stocky and whatnot. I've got the frame, this, that, and the other. But I gotta tell you, it just popped up out of the blue. I'm glad it did. I may have remembered. Well, I don't remember. I was gonna say I've never heard of that movie. Like I said, there's at least two. It sounds like Dune and Dune 2. I don't know when it came out, but I've got it, in my still need to watch, just so as a reminder, so I can hopefully watch that on Netflix or something. It looks good. And there was one that said it was a recap, ending explained. So I didn't watch that because, I'll try and figure it out for myself. Pick up on all the little stuff, But it reminded me, I'm assuming it's a world with no water. And it reminded me of the movie Waterworld, which is an old movie with Kevin Costner. He's got like gills. The exact opposite. I remember there was this one scene, I saw it, but it was a long ass time ago. There was a shark, and it was like shark bones or something. It was like a hammerhead, and I'm like, sharks don't have bones, they're all cartilage. I saw that on a nature show too. It was just a brief clip where a orca rammed a great white, and the narrator was like, breaking its ribs. And I'm like, no, sharks don't have ribs, any of them. They don't have bones. Not a single bone in their body. Well, maybe we had no idea you guys even existed. Wait a minute. What? Not cool, man. I'll take the mango duck with the freshly sliced mango salsa. I don't have much of an appetite, thank you. We had no idea you guys even existed. Yeah, well, maybe next time you'll do a little research. What scene is this? He's walking past the... so simple, a caveman could do it. It's a caveman. I gave it away. He's at the airport on the little moving treadmill thing. And he passes the sign, and it's got his, him. And he walks backwards, and he's like, psst, psst, whatever. He's all disgusted. I remember those commercials. So simple, a caveman can do it. What? Not cool, man. But anyway, it also reminded me of sandworms from the movie Beetlejuice with Who plays Beetlejuice? Michael Keaton. Sandworms. Something, I don't know. I don't remember the scene. Again, an old movie. And it also reminded me of the movie Tremors. I've only seen the first and the second one. I think they've got like 5 of them. It's one of those movies that was just a runaway, kind of like Fast and Furious. People, every 5 to 7 years, there's a new generation of vroom vroomers. It's suspended disbelief. It's a movie. It's got the standard characters. It's got high caliber characters. See, in the beginning, it was just, the dudes, Vin Diesel time, and everybody remembers him from, I don't remember, well, I remember he was in the movie Saving Private Ryan briefly. And then there was Pitch Black. So it's like, yeah, this Riddick, it's Diesel time, it's kind of a badass, And then he was the Fast and Furious guy, which I guess was originally going to be played by somebody else. I forget who. And then later they started, all the actors, Ludacris and that model dude, The Rock. What's that guy's name? Cena, John Cena, the wrestler. The other guy, Mike Hawksbull. He's an action hero guy. I don't remember his name. He's in the movie Snatch with Brad Pitt. Tommy. Yes, Tommy. Before the Germans get here. But anyway, movies are cool. I like movies. It depends on what type of movie it is, If it's supposed to be a somewhat realistic movie, like, I don't know, the Die Hard movies or The Last Boy Scout or something like that, you can't have, motorcycles, flying through the air and flying through helicopter doors and shit like that. And there was a little bit of that towards the later upper number Fast and Furious movies, I noticed. Because like I said, it's that deceleration thing. There was one where they had like a hook on his car, so it's like, okay. All right, okay, you're pushing it. You're really, really pushing it. And then they bounced off the cliff or whatever, and it's like, okay. But, hey, if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. But, when they were like racing they were driving fast on ice and something happened. I don't remember, because I only watched the Fast and Furious, the first one, and I saw bits and pieces when they were in London. I was at a truck mother company long time ago when it was getting repaired, and I was watching in there. And then I binged on all of them, caught up. I haven't seen Fast and Furious 10 yet. I probably will. Anyway. Guess that's all I got to say, baby. So I'm glad I stumbled across that. It looks interesting. It's kind of hard to watch a movie with a sissy boy, boyish, it's Hollywood, right? Talk about suspended disbelief. I mean, like I said, I'm human too, so it's like you look at a guy like that and it's like, no. But who knows? Maybe he's a fierce warrior, a true leader among men, a boy leading men, or whatever. But go check him out, because I know, I don't want to cause any rifts or whatever between you and Milo, but, you sure had a little crush on him for a bit there. Assuming you'll get this in due time, because Instagram and whatnot. Maybe it'll start working on its own. I got locked out of YouTube for like 2 months. It wasn't no strike or anything like that. It just like wouldn't like let me sign in, and all of a sudden it was working. So maybe that's how it'll be with the grams. So, because I don't care enough to make it work, you know. Take it to a tech person and you're a fucking faggot. Deal with this faggot shit, you fucking faggot. And explain to me why it did this so I can prevent this so I don't have to deal with you. Anyway.